And welcome back, fellow fiends, to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Last time, I took a little off-screen liberty and recruited a Shikigami. As it turns out, he wasn't a higher level than me, it's just brutes get very defensive when you try to negotiate with their comrades. Sorry, I'm taking some time to remember how each demon behaves in this game, as their races do affect various things about interactions with them. There's a very specific reason why I wanted a Shikigami. He has the Zio spell. Now, Pixie also has that, but there's a reason why I want to have two Zio users for the upcoming fight. And if you understand the mechanics of this game, you can probably already figure out why I want that. I also gained a level off-screen just in the process of looking for a Shikigami that I could recruit. So I invested a point into Vitality. Just because at this point in the game, the extra HP really helps out, especially if you get back attacked, which, as you saw in the last video, is happening to me quite frequently. If you want to prevent that from happening, agility and luck is the way to go. And Pixie got a level of Vitality. Pazumdi helps you... cures poison. Sorry, tripping over my words there. And once again, signs of change can be seen on Pixie's body. I wonder if we'll figure out what that means in the near future. Now, this is the game's warning that you're about to head into a room with a boss in it, so if you aren't ready, you aren't healed, you haven't saved, this is its warning to go back. But we've already taken care of everything that I need to take care of. Looks like Forneus is having a grand old time. This guy has a high opinion of himself. I don't think this guy is as tough as he makes himself out to be. So yeah, this is our first boss, Fallen Forneus. He's got a pretty sweet crown there. He isn't weak to fire, but he is weak to Zio. And this is why I wanted Shikigami. By having an additional Zio user, I can have Pixie help out our cause a little bit by lowering his defense. Now I'm only going to throw one Rakunda onto him, just so I can conserve her MP and have her do some more Zios herself. But as you can see, having that additional Zio there, ooh, that's unfortunate. It allows me to get in debuffs as well as just continually attacking him. And luckily this guy is vulnerable to paralysis, or rather shock. So that means if I can get that on him, not only does it remove his evasiveness, it also makes every single attack on him a critical hit. That critical there was just pure luck. Yeah, unfortunately for Huapo, she doesn't have Zio, so her magic's not going to be extra effective. Since she got hit there, I'm going to throw medicine on her. But yeah, Forneus is the first boss, so he's really easy. He only has one press turn counter. That is not going to be true of all bosses in this game. Also, he has a weakness. That is also something that is not true of all bosses in this game. In fact, the vast majority of them do not have weaknesses. Nah, it shouldn't be necessary. I am gonna throw another medicine on Huapo. Or actually Shikigami, he was getting a beating there. But yeah, there's only a handful of bosses in this game that actually have weaknesses you can exploit. Yes, he got shock. That means I can hit him with lunge. There we go. Ooh. Unfortunately, Pixie fell there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use a revival bead and try to call her... Oh, never mind. Oh well, it's unfortunate that Pixie didn't get the experience from that, but it's not a huge deal. We got a pretty good amount of money, too. Huapo got a level up. Patra, I believe that recovers mental ailments. Ooh, and we got a new Magatama, Wadatsumi. Let's check out what that one is capable of. Wadatsumi imparts ice spells. It nullifies ice, but much like Forneus, it's weak to electricity. So this is something else that we have to pay attention to when switching our Magatama. It isn't just the skills that they teach you. They alter your stats in certain ways and also change what you resist and what you're weak to. As you can see, Marogare has fairly balanced stats, and it doesn't resist anything, but isn't weak to anything. With this, we nullify ice, but we have to watch out for electricity spells. It also boosts our magic considerably, but doesn't give any boost to our strength. I will be taking Wadatsumi because, as you can see, it's pulsing there. That means it'll teach me a new skill. Specifically, it'll teach me the first spell that I can learn, Ice Breath. And as you can see, my magic stat is quite high, so Ice Breath will actually do some real good for us. Now let's head back, because if you remember in the last video, this guy said he'd give us all his money if we could beat Forneus. That's a nice little bonus for people who are actually paying attention to the conversations with the souls. And there are a few times like this in the game where you can converse with people, and they'll make little comments that you can later act on. Just a nice little touch, I feel. But now that we are escaping the hospital, that begs the question of what we do next. Well, we heard in the last video that people tend to gather at Shibuya and that a human had escaped here. If that person was thinking on the same wavelength or just gathering information like us, then chances are good they're probably on their way to Shibuya as well. Just keeping this encounter in because I was in the middle of a conversation with you guys, so no point in editing it out. There we go. And Shikigami got a level up. And he gained a very valuable skill, Tarunda. It lowers the enemy's physical attack and their magical attack. But let's check it out. As you can see, Tarunda is actually more expensive than the defensive debuffing spell Rakunda. That is because Tarunda, it carries an additional effect that other debuffing spells don't really have, in that it rolls 2 into 1. Now, Rakukaja and Rakunda both raise and lower magic defense. The buffs and debuffs counteract each other, whereas Tarunda counteracts both Tarukaja and Makakaja. So that's why it's a little more expensive. Get a revival bead there. And a medicine. So a good haul from that fight. Anyways, let's head out into the world. As you can see, Tokyo's seen better days. It's these two again. The old woman and the young boy. What the heck is that? It's like a blue sun. Perhaps a moon. Oh geez, she's right, I can see the world wrapped around itself. The Kagetsuchi. So, does that mean it's a source of Magatsui? Create or destroy the world. Who are those two? They definitely know much more than just what you'd expect by looking at them, although their manner of dress is quite unusual, especially in this post-apocalyptic world. Who is this? This guy... I feel like I've seen this guy before. Wonder who that was. Maybe we will cross paths with them someday. But now we are out in Tokyo. And as you can see, the world has turned in on itself and is now a sphere. As well, it's been left quite barren. Let's gather some information. Well, not necessarily, but in this version of Tokyo, yes. I like that comment there. Yoyogi Park and Shibuya. Looks like this guy knows what I've been thinking. But we did promise Pixie in the last video that we'd take her to Yoyogi Park, so we'll make that our first destination. Ooh. The world outside is quite rough. These are Zens. They are of the wilder type order, so negotiation with them tends to not go very well. Ah, now that's just mean. Luckily, these guys don't have any kind of electricity. They do, however, have Wing Buffet, or Wing Buffet. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Wing Buffet may be a slip on my part. I'm not particularly hungry right now. Whatever the case, it's a force skill that hits random enemies. Speaking of random enemies, these chumps. Well, this will be good. This should give me enough experience to reach the next level, at which point we'll get our first spell. Alright. First, we'll put a point into magic, because we're really going to need a lot of MP in the future. And Ice Breath. Ice Breath hits all enemies, but it applies its damage randomly. I believe it can hit between 2 and 5 times. The nice thing is that if you use it on a single target, it can hit that target multiple times. Let's see what Watatsumi's got for us. Alright, pretty good. Let's heal up. You definitely want to stay at full health at all times, especially on hard mode. Actually, I should have had Kodama do the healing since he's not in the active party. Alright, gotta go through here. My bad. Hopefully we'll get into more encounters that let me show off Ice Breath. That was just a single Zen. Didn't feel the need to show it. Hey, this looks familiar. I think there's a Yoyogi Park right here. Let's talk to this guy first, though. No, I haven't. Still, does this guy know me from before the conception, or have I already gotten something of a reputation going? Or perhaps I'm just wearing a sign with my name on it. Anyways, we've made it to Yoyogi Park. Aw. I hope not. Well, you have been very helpful. I wonder what the onomatopoeia for flirt sounds like. But yes, Pixie will stay with us now, so we've got a permanent ally. Anyways, there's not much we can do in Yoyogi Park right now. The cash cube, and this guy over here. So it looks like the fairies are not very inviting. Explains why Pixie wanted to come here, though. Looks like that communications tower is no worse for the wear. It's interesting to see what survived the conception. Who knows, perhaps they just like the location. Over on this side is a few cash cubes, or just a couple, I think. Dispoison, cures poison. Oh, just that one. How disappointing. We just got a spell that cures poison. Hey, there's another demon over there. Let's go converse with him. For those who are curious, fairy-type enemies appear here because this is their home. Oh yeah. Actually, we haven't. This guy has a pretty high opinion of her, though. Oh, let's go see her. Or is she... No, the door's right there. Life stones, always handy. What do you got to say? A human girl. Well, it's either Miss Takao or Chiaki, but if it was Miss Takao, I'd think he'd say human woman, so probably Chiaki. Okay, so this is the Lady of the Fountain. What does she do? Why, she'll heal us. For a price, of course. Yeah, we can't always expect free healing. Luckily, her services are pretty inexpensive. As long as your demons are alive, reviving is a bit more expensive. Well, actually, no, I was gonna cut this out, but this is as good a chance as any to show off Ice Breath. Pass it on to me. To me! Here we go. Not bad. Roughly equivalent to the first tier ice spell, except it hits multiple enemies and can hit more than once. Overall, pretty nice. Now that our business here has been taken care of, may as well head on to Shibuya. Alright, let's go. Talk to anyone else we run into along the way, I suppose. It looks like there's these voids covering the area that kind of make it hard to get around. Oh hey, I remember this guy. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna agree with you because of your attitude. Just gotta work on your social skills, man. Oh, someone's over there. I gotta go talk to them. I think this is going to be a better demonstration of Ice Breath. Just take out one, pass it over, and Ice Breath. See how it goes. Ah, poor luck. But hey, can't expect to win them all. The experience we're getting is pretty lame though, so after I talk to this guy, I'm just gonna make a beeline for our objective. Probably that door led to the east side. Just can't go anywhere without being attacked, can ya? But we've reached Shibuya. And it does look like there's a decent amount of people to talk to. And hey, no demons attacking us here. That sounds good to me. The Cathedral of Shadows. Sounds important. Now, this guy is here musing about what happened to Forneus, but there is something that you can actually say to him, but not at this point. But let's just try talking to him again. Yeah. So, now that we're in Shibuya, we can check out the underground mall, and unfortunately, the denizens in the mall are a lot less friendly. Ah, a new enemy. In addition to Praetas, we've got these slimes. Ooh, ow, oh, jeez. Ugh, not my day. Luckily, these guys are quite weak to fire. But yeah, sometimes stuff like that happens. I'm gonna throw up a Dia just before I forget. When you're in critical health, they're pretty awesome tattoos, I must say. They begin to glow red. That's why having a high luck and agility stat can be kind of useful. You know, we have been picking up a few gems, but looks like Maka is the primary currency. let's see what services we've got here. Fountain of Life, we already know what that is. A terminal, huh? We'll check that out later when we need to save our progress. What's in here? Some kind of chest. But I don't feel it's appropriate to open it right now. We'll come back for it later, though. There's a very specific reason I don't want to open that chest right now. So, sounds like that's where we want to hear information. Sounds good to me. Now, what is this? The Cathedral of Shadows. Bit of an imposing place. Hello, sir. So, Cathedral of Shadows introduces us to a central mechanic of the game, demon fusion. By fusing demons, we can combine two demons into a more powerful demon. So, let's just take an example. We could fuse Shikigami into this Will-O-Wisp to get one of those Zens that we saw out there. We could also fuse Kodama and Shikigami into a Jack Frost. As you can see, this Jack Frost also inherits some of their skills. We're not going to do any fusing right now because I want to level up my demons a bit more and get some skills. The amount of skills your demons can inherit when they fuse are based on the demon's current level. Additionally, our demons learn more skills as they level up, and I want to have a bigger pool of inheritance because there are quite a few skills I'm going to be interested in having for the near future. For the record, these slimes resist physical attacks, so fire is your best bet on them. As well, I'm looking to recruit more demons because having more demons, gives us a wider range of options when it comes to fusion. There's one more shop over here, a junk shop. Hey, it's maintained by a Jack Frost. Jack Frost is something of the mascot of Atlas. It is easily their favorite demon to put in advertising. Well, I wish him the best of luck with that. And yeah, I can help him out by buying some stuff. Let's see what he's got. He's got some Magatama. Let's see, Iomante is a support-type Magatama. No details beyond that. Shiranui is a fire-type Magatama, but we don't have enough money to buy either of them. Or do we? Now, I'm about to do something that probably would give a coronary to some of the more retentive people watching this. Say goodbye to the Soma. Yeah, I'm selling the Soma. Somas are a very powerful healing item that are very good, but at this stage of the game, I'd have absolutely no reason to use it. It's way overkill. And honestly, by the time we reach the point where I would actually have use for items like a Soma, we'll be getting more like it anyway. So I'm just selling it right now so that I'll have some spending money. And we will first start off by purchasing Iomante. And luckily the Soma gave me a pretty good amount of money there, so if I can find some more crap to sell, I can also pick up Shiranui. This is one of the big things about hard mode, is that these prices are much higher than what they're supposed to be. I think they're like triple what they normally are. So normally I'd be able to buy these quite easily, but because of the boosted prices, I have to sell some of my best stuff in order to afford them. Luckily, I will be picking up some more items that will allow me to pick up Shiranui before I leave this place without having to do any grinding. But let's check out Iomante. And this is one of my favorite Magatamas in the early game. As you can see, it gives you a good spread to your stats. It doesn't boost your magic any, but since magic is one of my focus stats, it's not too huge a deal. And it also is one of the early game Magatamas that actually imparts you a resistance while not giving you any weaknesses. In this case, it nulls all mind status ailments, so we can't be panicked, which is confusion, we can't be charmed, which turns us on our team, and we can't be put to sleep while having Iomante equipped. Additionally, it teaches us debuffing spells. I'm going to want to throw this on right now because Iomonte is, as you can see, he's about to teach us a skill upon the next level up. And we'll be grabbing some more stuff so that we can pick up Shiranui. Oh hey, this is actually a demon I can recruit. What is your name? Datsueba. Yeah, sure, I can give you that money. No problem. Fine. Aw. I don't know if that means I'm too low level, or that just means fusion or negotiations didn't go as well as they could. Sometimes, even if you do negotiations properly, demons just refuse to join you because they can be cruel. Well, now that we've checked out the shops, let's check out the rest of them all. I think I am. Oh no, that's rude. But this guy is hilariously weak. He's just a will-o-wisp. I think he's feeling sorry for that. Alright, let me know. Hey, that actually is something valuable to know. That's probably Chiaki that's down there. Let's just go talk around before we see anyone else. I do think they're pretty sweet tattoos. What do you got for me? Aw. Sometimes people just don't feel like talking to you. That's a little upsetting. Remember to carefully maintain your HP when it's getting low. It's always good to have demons who have healing spells in reserve. Let's see what else is in this mall. Hey, I know you. You didn't join me. You're old. That's the joke. So I was wondering what that thing in the top left corner was. Must be relative to the Kagetsuchi. Sort of like the phases of the moon. So, I guess that's why everyone's so into Magatsui. Though I can't imagine what the Praetas would wish for. Demons at this stage of the game are not very bright and tend to not follow up on weakness exploitations very well. This does not remain true for the whole game, though. Demons do get smarter as the game progresses. Now this is a pretty good tip, actually. When the Kagetsuchi phase is at full, demons cannot be negotiated with. This varies from game to game based on like how the mechanics work for the moon phase, but in this game, negotiation's just impossible. Now this is actually a fixed encounter for when you enter this room. Then this is actually a relatively tough demon for this point in the game, a Nekomata. But there's just one of her, so it's not like it's an impossibly difficult fight. Although it does look like I'm gonna have to pay a visit to the healing fountain at some point. We're pretty low on our MP. And there we go. That's actually a much earlier instance of seeing that demon than we otherwise would be able to. What's in this cube? This charm. Cures the charm status. Not a particularly valuable item. Alright, what's beyond this door? Take us back above ground, and it's another one of those chests. I wonder... if we put the Kagetsuchi at full, and we open this mystical chest, we get a valuable item. In this case, we got an amethyst, and these items will become important later. But these mystical chests have variable contents, and on any other phase of the Kagetsuchi, they just give you utter crap. But when it's at full, they give you valuable items. Huapo will run out of MP, so let's see what she's learning next level. Just a negotiation skill, so I'm gonna return her and summon up Kodama, who actually has magic you can use. Since we're still dealing with stuff like Praetas that are just weak to anything, it's good to have something that can cast a spell like that. And yeah, this is the right way. Just lost my bearings for a bit. Let's see. There's two ways we can go. Let's check out what's this way first. Nothing in here. There's a few chests in this area, so we're gonna just be diligent in our searching. 1000 Maka, very nice. Puts us closer to getting Shiranui. Actually, the demons don't drop that terrible amount of money here. Yeah, that was everything over there. It's just a good idea to check your map frequently to make sure you didn't miss anything. And doesn't look like there's anything in here aside from this person. Oh, the club sounds like a pretty dangerous place. And what's in this room? Fat whole lot of nothing, it seems. So I guess we have no choice but to go to the club. Tried to negotiate with a Datsue Ba in that fight, and once again it just left for no reason. Demons can be so finicky sometimes. Got a pretty good amount of medicines. Hey, it's Chiaki. I was right. Good to see your incredibly denim-centric outfit survive the conception. Yeah, I have undergone some changes. Yeah, I guess I have no choice but to feel a little sorry for Chiaki. Not only has her family and friends probably been killed, but she doesn't have any demonic powers like I do. Yeah, the world has ended. Yeah, I can't give up yet. I mean, we survived, and it definitely looks like some places are more intact than others. Isamu, I'm fairly certain, also survived. At least Chiaki is trying to remain optimistic. Although, it looks like she doesn't seem to be interested in traveling with us. Then again, I suppose I can't really argue with that. We are under constant attack from demons. Anyways, we can talk to some of these people, but most of them don't really have anything interesting to say. An organization in Ginza. You know, now that I think about it, there was that rumor that we heard about creating a new world. Perhaps that's something we should follow up on. A human involved, huh? There's a number of people that could be, but if I had to take a guess, it would probably be Hikawa. And this guy is explaining what I just explained a little while ago. And you can fight with this Nekomata, but I'm not sure if it would be a good idea. Well, let's give it a shot. Sounds perfect. And this is her idea of something naughty. So yeah, we can fight her for some information. And as you can see, she out-levels us pretty significantly, so she did a lot of damage with that attack. Ah, jeez. That was unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Okay, who can I summon to take... Don't really have any options. That was really bad. Luckily, I do have a backup. Would have liked to have not used that at this time, but seemed like a good idea. And this is why it's important to remember the weaknesses and resistances of everything. Thankfully, Feral Claw has pretty horrible accuracy. Ugh, this is rough. Kinda wish she used that on me. I nullify those attacks. But, whatever. Not the best way that could have gone, but we did get an Aquamarine, and that's actually a very valuable gem to get. The Assembly of Nihilu. Although there's a little nice bit of information to keep under our cap. But yeah, I'm gonna wanna make a trip to the Fountain of Healing. We're in a pretty rough shape. The crummy thing about hard mode, and this is a really nasty part of it, running from battles is borderline impossible. The odds of it are so low. So if we get into an unfortunate encounter, we don't really have any options for getting around it. Hey, who's this guy? Guy appeared at the terminal. It's either Hijiri or Isamu. It's worth checking out. But yeah, that happens when you visit Chiaki at the club. So that should be our next point of interest. I'm just advancing the Kagetsuchi phase slightly. Can I get to the Fountain of Healing? Yes! Ah! Right in front of it. And level up. Take another point of magic. And Taurunda. Very nice. Let's see what Iamante provides for me. Alright, now that that's taken care of, let's heal up. Oh, the whole party got healed. Well, if that's the case, I actually don't want to revive Pixie right now, because I'm going to do some trickery. Well, actually, sorry, screwing up everything. Oh, just got a bit of time left. Oh no, this is the wrong one. Oh dear, I might have missed my opportunity. And Shikigami leveled up, and learned a skill that I was really hoping for, Sukunda. Let's see what he's got for me. And, yeah, that's okay. Okay, did I make it in time? Come on. Ah, darn. That's unfortunate, but no big deal. Anyways, let's go back to do what I was going to do. And I finally managed to get Datsueba to join us. So let's see, Needle Rush and Shibabu. Neither are particularly useful skills. Let's see, I'll re-ingest Madargare so that I can learn the next skill he has to teach. And now that that's taken care of, let's get to the shop. So, let's see. I'm gonna have to sell some of my junk in order to get the money for Shiranui. So first we'll sell these chakra drops. That puts us pretty close. Let's sell these beads. And actually, I'll hang on to one of those revival beads. Instead, we'll try to sell some of these life stones. You're going to be getting life stones constantly, so I don't mind selling all of them right here. Sell this Mabu Fudorak. And just so I'm not completely in the red, sell one of the revival beads. And there we go. So now we've got 3 additional Magatama. Let's check out what Shiranui can do for us. He can give us the Fire Breath, which is the same as Ice Breath, but, well, fire. And he also gives a pretty exceptional boost to our magic and agility stats. As a offset, he doesn't really boost anything else. Now let's check out the terminal. Hey, it is Hijiri. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty incredible right now. So it looks like these terminals can teleport people. The Amala network. I think I hear a fast travel system in the making. You read my mind, Hijiri. Alright, sounds good to me. Yeah, so this is Hijiri giving us time to prepare ourselves for the journey. But I think that's enough for now. See, timer says about 48 minutes. Longer than I had intended going on for, but there is going to be some stuff I have to edit out, so hopefully this will be around like 40 minutes or so. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching, fellow fiends, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, please, have a nice day. Goodbye.